Well, Senate President Godswill Akpabio on Thursday criticized former Senator Elisha Abbo, who represented Adamawa North, for alleging that he influenced the Court of Appeal ruling that removed him from the Senate in 2023, calling the accusations irresponsible. Akpabio dismissed Abbo's allegations, stating that his removal was a judicial decision confirming he was not the rightful winner of the election. In a statement released by Special Advisor on Media and Publicity, Honorable Eseme Eibo, Akpabio expressed shock that Abbo, who had previously apologized for making similar allegations in 2023, had now repeated them. Abbo made the claims on television where he discussed the suspension of Senator Natasha Akpoti-Oduara. He alleged that Akpabio was a vindictive politician who denied him entitlements such as salaries, allowances, and official SUVs. Akpabio's statement denied these claims and instead referenced Abbo's past controversies, including a 2019 incident where he was caught on video assaulting a woman in Abuja, for which a court ordered him to pay 50 million naira in damages. The statement emphasized that Abbo's removal from the Senate was based on a thorough legal process by the Court of Appeal, which ruled that he was not validly elected. It also clarified that Akpabio had no role in the court's decision and respected judicial independence. Regarding Abbo's claims of withheld benefits, the statement explained that all payments must go through proper administrative channels and due diligence before approval. It dismissed Abbo's accusation as an attempt to remain politically relevant. Well, recently, it appears the Senate President has been facing so many accusations, from one accusation to another, ranging from that of Senator Natasha Akpoti, and now we are seeing the allegation from Abbo itself. Let me get your reactions to this story. When you first heard about this story, what was your reactions like, and what's your thought as regards the development? The
first reaction, even with that of Natasha, is, you know, we're going into the election period.
Okay.
You understand? So this is a time of a lot of propaganda, a lot of, you know, negative statements just to pull down the other parties, you understand? So if Abbo is now coming to say what he has brought to the public light before, what's the point? Okay? Because like the news is saying that the Senate President has said everything goes through due process, due diligence. If he's saying that even after he was dismissed, after the appeal court removed him, okay, because the election was not, he was not rightly elected, fine. Even if they are going to pay him anything, it will still go through due diligence. So it's not something that he should begin to, you know, whip up again now. All this whipping up is being done because, in my own thinking, the election is by the corner. Even from the first time I, you know, heard about the Natasha story came on board, I was like, oh, they want to attack him. I mean, you're attacking the second in command in the nation. What are you you are trying to attack the 001 as well. Do you understand? So everybody must, you know, play their own role, okay. To achieve their particular aim. All right.
Well, yes. aside from the sexual harassment allegation that was made by Senator Natasha against Godswill Akpabio, she has also made another allegation that the Senate President also is behind a plan to assassinate her during her homecoming, you know, a few days ago, to celebrate her Salah and all of that. Again, what would you also make of this?
You don't claim something, or you don't say anything or accuse anybody without facts or without claims. All right? You don't have, without evidence.
All right.
You don't just say, oh, Victor plans to kill me. Or why do you think he plans to kill? Well, I just know he plans to kill me. Nobody's going to take me serious. Do you understand?
Okay.
So, you know, already there's the case on ground already. Okay? She knows these are the people in her own thinking that she's waging war with. So right now, anything her hands, when a drowning person, okay, you want to catch at anything just to ensure that you don't drown. In my own opinion, the Senator Natasha is drowning, in my own opinion. So she's trying to grab at anything she can lay her hands on. She can as well say anything. She can even say the president wants to kill her too. Yes, she can say anything.
All right.
That's the way
You're saying that she can say anything just because she hasn't provided evidence.
There's no evidence.
But that should also, state that she'd had an information where they had to meet with the Yahaya Bello and all of that. Even when she was asked to provide evidence again, because I feel like if she had to provide the evidence, that should be done in courts. Don't you think so?
Even if she brings it out in the social media, in the social space, it doesn't matter. Even if she brings it out, yes, okay, it's an evidence. It's not going to erase the fact that it's an evidence.
And don't you
think... going to court, the court is still going to tell her to produce those evidence, okay?
And don't you think that's going to give those people she's been accusing something to feed on, probably to disrupt the narrative, as it were? Okay,
well, then if she feels it's safer for her to keep it to herself, she could keep it, and when they're in court, remember, she's in court with the Senate president.
Yes.
So, but you remember, even the Commissioner for Information of Kogi State was saying too that she has to go and, bring forth her evidence in court.
Okay.
Because they will not allow her lie low. You can't accuse people without evidence. So she must present them when called upon to do so.
Well, Abbo has also come out as one of the evidence too. Abbo has said that the Senate president is behind his removal from the Senate. He also, made the same allegations that the Senate president is also behind Senator Natasha's recall and all of that. He
has not also told us how the evidence he has for saying that. The only thing I know he was saying was like when the Senate president visited him in his hotel room and told him that he has to work with him, he has to support him. If he doesn't do that, he's going to remove him. That is what his word against the Senate president's word. But let him not forget that in politics, in anything at all, human affairs, there's always continuous consultation. You can't be saying you're doing politics, you don't consult with those people who you're supposed to consult with. Within the particular, within the organization, okay, within the assembly, within the legislature, you must have consultations amongst your colleagues, amongst your members. So even if Akpabio went to his room to go and say, come and support me, it's a normal thing. Anybody can go and say, come and support. And it doesn't mean that because he did not support, the Senate president removed him. Can only the Senate president remove somebody from the Senate? That, of course, absolutely not.
Okay.
It's not in his power alone to remove somebody from the Senate.
Well, just this morning, the Senate president has secured a court order restraining his party members from granting interviews. Right. Again, looking at this that is happening now, do you think that Akpabio's strong rebuttal probably signals a broader strategy to protect his own image instead of accepting to the facts that this has been said?
Not in my point of thinking.
All right.
There must always be a reaction. You don't expect him to sit down. People keep, pointing and accusing finger at him. You understand? He has to also take this thing. He has to take his own action too. He must take his own action, okay, to protect himself.
All right. So whilst on the course of taking his own action, does he have to shut other people who are also saying the same thing?
I don't agree that. I don't agree with that. He shouldn't do that. Okay. If you come and tell me, okay, that I should be quiet, I shouldn't say anything. I don't agree with it.
Okay.
I don't agree with that entirely, no. But he must have his own reasons. That's why I said he is taking his own actions. The prerogative, okay, in order to ensure that, they don't run him down.
All right, I think I get your thought.